GM, welcome to this special Friday version of, well, I guess it's not really the deck building series, of the Carpenter Live with the Fantasy Live, we'll call it, Fantasy Top Live. I've got very, very special guest, co-founder and big brain behind Fantasy, as well as with his twin brother, Mikado, and um, Travis. But Kipit, how are you?
Hey man, really good. And you? Pretty
Today's the
exciting for
day.
this one. Like building, like showing you the product in live and betting on this gonna be fun.
Yes, man. Like during the last couple of weeks, man, I've just been chomping at the bit, waiting for this to go live, man. It's so cool. It's been a lot of fun. So like just real quick, first thing I want to ask, and I've kind of got from putting feelers out for questions from the community to ask, what where did the idea come from, real quick, for fantasy, the prediction markets?
I mean, to be fair, like we always saw ourselves to be like some kind of like our goal has always been to allow people to bet on people, social cultures, and like while fantasy, the TCG like was like the big strike and really like had these moments and really was working super well. We always found it was like a bit hard for like newcomers to try and like coming in and like how could we like we've been thinking about like the last 2 years about how we could move this from crypto Twitter niche to outside of like Twitter, but another niche, and like even outside of Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, this kind of stuff. And it was really hard to see how we could take this concept and like put it as is on like another social media or like something that was not crypto. And when prediction markets started like being a thing, like and we started seeing at first it was really a political market, something that we didn't really thought about and couldn't really see the path that could cross. But when we start seeing some stuff that was like less about like politics, less about like money, financial, but more about culture, mention, this kind of stuff, it kind of click also that it's actually a way to bet on people and culture and social, but much easier, no NFT attached, no ERC20, like less speculation, much less predatory overall, I would say, and much less like able to attract new people. So that's really what like motivated us and to start following these pursuits. And I mean, I do think that this product, not as it is right now, but like in the future will be probably what has the best shot at getting and growing outside of crypto Twitter. And this is really what excites me the most right now, is trying out new stuff. I think like even right now, like the mood is quite a bit dead and everyone is really apathic. So trying to use this and grow outside and like see every other niche and like it feels like we are like opening the gate to a real world and we're gonna be fighting like for real this time. I mean, not for real this time, but it feels like wow, the how moment is finally here. We have something that we can try and take outside and like see how people use it outside of crypto Twitter. And I mean, yeah, quite exciting for this.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I feel like, kind of like you said, like, um, and to touch on that, it goes hand in hand, right? Because fantasy it's betting on influencers, right? It's betting on your favorite people on CT. And so the prediction market just goes, is perfect with that. And then it also gives that landline to branch far beyond crypto Twitter as well. And it's a perfect time too, right? It's kind of like you said, the market's kind of in that stage, and um, it's people are bored in a sense.
Right.
So it's like it really gives them uh, something fun to do, as we're going to show here shortly. And I'm actually going to switch our view to show, so we can kind of show the screen here. And I'm going to get to the prediction market side. Oh, here, let me go over here. We'll click on prediction markets. Um, and then, or actually, do you want me, or do you want to share your screen and so you can pilot it, or do you just want me to pilot and you kind of talk about it?
I am done to like to see how you see those
Okay,
markets, and I can
perfect.
explain a bit more about each and every one, how this work. Like, I mean, also like any question that comes from the chat, happy to answer.
Yep.
Like, it's not, it's close to what Polymarket does in terms of like structure, but definitely there is like some tweaks, some difference. So also like happy to explain and see about this. So Let me see how you, a user, navigate this, and if it feels intuitive or not.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah. So the first thing I look for whenever I come into a prediction market, especially with fantasy, right? I look through and look for where I could find my edge, right? And um, so right when I look, and I'm gonna go straight for who will rank number one, right? Because I feel like that's gonna be one where I feel like I have my edge, and then but it's also still like where I feel like I can make the biggest return
Yeah,
because
exactly.
there's a bunch of options, right?
Yeah, and it actually, like, I'm a bit sad because it would have been insane if it had happened in prod. But this week during the testing, because as you know, but maybe not everyone does, we've been testing this like prediction market for like 3 weeks now. We were actually supposed to do the stream last week with the announcement and the season 7, but like fortunately we decided, thanks to some community feedback, that we should take like another week to build, make the product perfect. And I think it's really worth it because so far we've not seen much bugs, and it seems like smooth overall. Like people didn't fail to understand how it works and everything. So quite happy with the decision. And last week in the testing phase, I actually put a bet of like one frag on Vers la Lune. That finished first,
Let's
and so
go.
my from one frag to like 50k frags, and I finished like second on the leaderboard with this one bet. And like that's really what, like, the crazy part of it is that since it's one market with a lot of outcome, you, with just like a bunch of liquidity, and now like there isn't much liquidity in it. Like you see this for like 4k frags volume, but if you scroll to the bottom you will already see like odds to like 400s or like 500s or more. And probably the more volume will come, the more people will bet on the, like, the big one, like Adam, Naive, like Greg, all these kind of people that are like the most probable to win. The more you'll get like insane bet. And my strategy last time was really to just put one frag on almost
Yep.
everyone except the top 10. And so I was like praying for like a banger to come from someone else, and that happened. So really fun.
Absolutely, and that's what's crazy is so like during the testing phase, right? The first 2 weeks I did really really well, and then last week, like I posted on the timeline. It was last week was like the craziest like weekend. It reminded me like down in my soul why like how important fantasy is to my lifestyle because like with the kids being sick and just kind of like everything else, like I had forgot because usually when I always have my decks in before, like just fine tuning it by Monday, Sunday, and Monday. Well, so I didn't have my decks in. I only had 3 of the decks in, a couple
Oh
arena
yes.
things, and I didn't put my bet my frags in fantasy, the prediction market, and testing. And I was sitting there, I was like, man, this would have been the perfect week because I do the kind of the same strategy. I'll throw like 2, and then I wait until the very end to throw them in again. But I seen that you hit on that, and I was like, you know what? I think that was the one I probably would have skipped. So I'm like, he isn't very likely, but like man, that was so cool to see you hit on that. And then as like you said, like more like what I'm so excited about is that as more and more um people bet, right, as the week goes on, like there's more liquidity in those, right? So then you're gonna see those bigger, like those 1000 X's. Like so you bet one, you can win you know, thousands of frags. And that's kind of like a way to hedge it also is or here we can kind of show it on here. So
Yeah.
I put in
Really.
like 144
Yeah.
yesterday, and then I was like, wait, I better stop putting them in because we have that stream tomorrow, so I need to put do them live. Um, and then real quick, we'll kind of go over. Um, is there a way? I know in the testing phase there was a way. Do I can I see what bets I put in
Yeah, if you
already?
like, it shows on the, like, on the line, like with the cash out on Adam Koshran.
Oh,
It's
there they are.
Yeah, we initially it was on the right, but it was a bit messy to see
Yeah.
where have you already bet or not. And so right now it's like this phase where you can actually see that on the Adam you can already cash out for like net positive, like a net PNL.
Oh
If
yeah,
you were
nice.
to, and so like that's also like the fun part is that the trading will stay open until I think it was Wednesday 2 p.m. So like you might even like if you feel like oh, okay, Adam has like nice odds, I can cash out, but you feel he's not going to make it because the first few hours it doesn't do much and all, you can just like cash out and leave. And so I think also a lot of people will try to fight for those, like, so sniping good odds that make doesn't make sense. Like for example, like sometimes even though like you're never sure that Naive or Greg are like those favorite one will win. But if you see odds that doesn't make sense, like Greg being more than 20, 25, maybe it's worth like just buying now and then selling when the odd is back to its more normal stuff, like odd at 7 or 9. And so you can really just also focus on the trading part and never wait for the resolution to come, and just try to grab those like small PNL. I know this is the type of stuff that could go like in a full rabbit hole and just try to snipe those stuff, create bot, and also it's a fun game in its own.
Absolutely. That makes me think is we were kind of talking about it a little bit before the show, and I've kind of hinted about it as well on the timeline with some friends that next week Monday I'll be starting a daily Monday through Friday I'll be doing 30 minutes of prediction market just about fantasy, and so it made me think. Easy Eats does one. He's been on he's been on Fantasy Hour before. He's been on the deck building series a couple times. I think he does this show called Predict It now. So I think he needs to be like I'm gonna grab him as like one of the first guests to come and get his take on the fantasy prediction market. I think that'd be a lot of fun because he's really good at that trading, like you said, and just to get like his thought process on it, because I didn't realize that. Yesterday put a few in, but you're right. I really like the fact that like here Nick, and then who else was Adam. I can already put in like I bet 60 here. And I could already cash out for 67. I'm not going to because I really think he's going to finish first, and so I'll get my 7x.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And then question: are you still going with that plan now that it's live? Is the small bets across the board and try to hit those bigs?
Yeah, but I'm waiting for like better odds. Like I already
There you
took a
go.
few, but right now I feel that there is not enough people that have piled on. Like the odds are still quite insane for like Greg and Naive and all, and so I think there will be more liquidity being added. And when there's liquidity in one guy, it can goes to all the others. So also waiting for like on Monday, and yeah, definitely gonna see. And that's mostly my strategy. I'm not like I'm really trying just to snap the good odds, the one that doesn't make sense and that should be lower. Trying also to bet on some no's, and also there is a bunch of stuff that people do. I know that like Mikado also like his strategy is like betting a lot of no on the who's going to be top 5 with like odds to be minimum like 1.5. And so since there will be only 5 people that can be in the top 5, if you bet like with enough stuff, you're like guaranteed to win as long as you snipe the good odds on the no of a lot of people. So there is this kind of strategy that will come. What I'm the most excited, not the most excited, but a fun stuff that I used last week was checking those markets before creating my deck to actually see like what people actually like think, who will be like, if I see that, if I think that Greg is going to be top 1, but his other like shitty, maybe that some people knows about something is off or anything. And so like we did that already with some King of the Wheel, where there was some market about who's going to be the top 5-star, 7-star, and it definitely helped me doing those decks. So yeah, we'll use this as well.
Yeah, and so about questions on that real quick too. I want to see here. I want to ask one more question, and then I want to get into some of the betting. Is because I already see some really good odds on this that I want to hit here live, and then also in the comments, let us know if you have any questions, and then what bets you think or what markets you think you have the edge in, and then so currently we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Now come Monday, like, are you going to continue to add them throughout the week, or kind of Monday is that kind of like the only markets that'll be open for this week?
Yeah, for this week, it's the only market that's going to be open. But
Okay.
you will see that the market that are not fantasy related will go live from like Monday, 1 a.m. UTC to Friday, like 11 p.m. UTC. So like the one where we count the number of tweets from Brian Armstrong, who will make a banger, and there is another one about the mentioned market about DJ News, for example, will be open on weekdays basically because it just makes more sense. And so for now, we're just going to keep this like trying to focus on like those few market and eat the right one every week or so. But definitely we'll try to create pipeline also so that even like U710, some people can take control and create bet that makes sense whenever there's something that's come and a fun stuff that's arrived, really trying to be in the zeitgeist of what crypto Twitter is about right now. And if there is like a fun debate, a fun bet that could be created, trying to like ride on this wave also to see people coming from there.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's perfect. 'Cause I see. I'm glad you brought up the GGN news, and because I clicked on it, and also kind of to show those. So even though it looks like there's only 8 markets here, 2, 4, 6, or actually there's more. There's 10, but
Intent.
there's actually more because if you click on this, it opens a bunch of markets. So
Yeah,
there's a
exactly. Yeah.
bunch more. Yeah.
In terms of like total market, I think we're more in the hundreds because if you count
Yep.
the top five, there is like 30. The top like the platinum, there is 15. This kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely a lot. Like and the mention one is going to be fun because you can still trade it. So maybe some will be resolved even before the trading ends. So it's also like being early tracking all the stuff. Like there is some fun one. So definitely excited to see how people will react about around those.
Absolutely. This one is one I'm super excited to about, and I'm gonna really dive into it as well. Again, kind of like I'll put in some bets to help like to start and get it in there, but then it's definitely going to be where I put the real volume in as more um, volume kind of gets through there. Because again, it's been less than 24 hours since this stuff's been
Yeah.
live. Really cool to see the volumes have already been there. The one I see right away is like breaking 5+ times. Actually, it's pretty like neck and neck. I
Yeah.
would not have guessed that.
And like the struggle for me, so I can even tell you the numbers is like last week it was 8 time I think, and for new it was like almost 60. The question is like it's Christmas week, so how will those like account react? Will there be as much news and all? So that's really what like even me on the breaking 5 time, I'm not sure which one I should I take because on a normal week it will be much more than 5. But since it's Christmas, will it be like oh in the end? It's business as usual and they still post and all and it get like a crash and it's like 8 10 or more, or will it be like silent and be like on Wednesday no one talk about it? So I don't know, but what's going to be fun also is that for all those markets we as soon as the market go live, so like this one is on Monday morning, you will see like a view that just basically track every time those words as being mentioned, and
Oh
you can
man.
also see the tweet, and also it's going to be also like a fun tool to make sure that you can follow where are we on those bets, like are we coming close to the 5 time, or did he never said those, and also really think that is going to be a really helpful and fun one to follow because those stuff right now might be a bit hard for people to come in and understand.
Whoa, to the UX I really like. Earlier in the comments it said Frog Leader said the UX is good, on par with other prediction markets, and I hands down agree. Because again, like we're looking at the homepage or the homepage of the prediction markets, and some people might think, oh, there's 10 markets, that's pretty good. But then you click on any of these, right, and it opens up a bunch more markets, and then you click on the market itself, right, breaking 5 times plus. It shows you the same chart, right? Shows
Yeah,
you where the odds are laying. And man, yeah, this is really clean. I like it a lot. Uh, and it definitely helps me as like an analyst, right? The analytical part of me to like look and kind of see, okay, where get behind the minds of other betters to see where their mind's at to kind of like find the edge, right? So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And actually, I'm gonna put it on yes because I'm gonna go against the odds here. I'm gonna go 50 on that one. And then I'd like to see, and then a question. So like if whatever odds you get in at, is that like your odds or will your odds change as well?
yeah, like whatever odds you get now will be the one that you get, and you're like
Perfect.
guaranteed to get those. The stuff that might be a bit counterintuitive is that you see like as you change the number, the actual odd is
Yes.
changing, and so like this is the part where people come and think, oh, I'm going to put 1,000 frag on this at like 280, but if you put 1,000, it will be maybe more 2 2 or 2 3, and so this is like slippage basically. So but yeah, once you got those odds, you're guaranteed to get those, and it will never change.
Perfect. And because that's one thing, I'm glad that you brought that up too, because that's one thing I like to look at, and I think it will be a thing where other people need to look at as well. So like if you look right here where it says yes, as of right now it's 1.8, but if I go say put 50 frags in, it drops to 1.84 because of my new liquidity has to get put in there. And so this is what your final will be, correct? This 1.8
Yeah,
once I
exactly.
hit trade. Perfect. Um,
and you see it appears right below in the position. So right now it's like it's in gray because the market hasn't opened, but as soon as like the market is live and you can track like what's the currently winning outcome, will show either like red or green to allow you to quickly track where you're at, and that's also, yeah, that's interesting.
Perfect. Um, what have you been? Or let's go here. Let's kind of. I want to start doing some bets. So I want to go in here to who will rank first because again, that's the one I like
Yeah,
hitting the most. I stay away from the ones like I won't put. I'll put my bigger bets in when they kind of get more volume in it.
okay.
Like the Adam, who's been absolutely cooking, and like then choose Nick, which Nick. I'm actually gonna put some more on him with him at a times 21 right now. Let's go see what 50 will bring it down. Which still putting 50 in actually still only brings it down to 14.7, which those are good odds.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's rich.
I would say it's like when you start being above the 300, 400 frags that it really start seeing a huge difference. We actually added like a small disclaimer if the bet is more than 500 to really check those carefully, because some people got like just rush and put some odds. It was a bit insane, but like for less than 200 frag, it should be quite steady.
Perfect. Yeah. Because this is the one where I have a feeling
Yeah,
each week it's going to be, I'm going to put a bunch of liquidity in here, um, especially because there's like, who can place first? Remember, like there was for a long time there, it was like Greg, always, but not no more. Like you'll see Adam, you'll see Verse last week, crushed it. Anyone can win any week, which is so fun. And like I like to look for these underdogs, right? Well, Jazz too. Jazz at 105, 110. He can crush any week and like sneak one out.
Yeah, I think there is like a real strategy to just look at the same type of profile that Vers la Lune, who are like crazy at making banger. So I think
Oh,
Lucas Computer, for example, also managed to create like some crazy banger, and so you can like check the profile of like those hero probably and cross check the one that have like those kind of spikes sometimes and try to bet so on those. Even Ryan Selkis, for example, like sometimes he just creates some crazy drama, but like some shitty politics, and he become first. So I think it's really one of the strategy also, because the one that will stay the same has like less potential, I would say. Like so, yeah, that's also one strategy I would try to use. But one stuff that's I think we'll see also is that people looking actively at those profile and trying to gauge if like a given tweet is becoming a banger. Because like the Vers la Lune banger from last week, if you saw it when it was like less than a couple of like 100,000 view, then it was still far from being first. But like if you see like the virality of stuff and then you pile on the bets, you could probably have like get some nice odds, even though like maybe not the 400 type of odds, but still some really good one. Just trying to be ahead of like what's really happening and what we become.
oh yeah, yeah. Because man, that's really good too. Because you're right. You could kind of just hold off, and then kind of see who's posting, and the people like Bandit who or um, oh why am I like even HK does it really well, where they can see the potential for virality of a post. So when they post it, and say Clem makes a video post, and like you see it right when he posts, and his odds are like at this 148. But like this can take off, right? It
Yeah,
might be say it's at like 57, right? Because the tournament started. Putting 200 frags on that or something, and still getting that at like 20x with knowing that it's going to go or seeing the potential for it to go viral could be huge.
yes.
Um, I'm going to clip that. So I'm going to say clip that in this. So when I'm watching it over, I'll remember to clip what you just said because that's some good information. Um, and let's look here. Okay, so this is another one I like doing in the test run is which heroes will rank in the top 5.
This
This
one.
is kind of like the top one, but you actually have 5 options.
But I'm surprised actually, because like the one last week was actually the guess each hero final rank that had the most volume, and right now it's like the top 5. So even the banger had like crazy volume during the test. Like, now it's less. I guess like we'll see those like moving much more when the market will be live, because we'll have like more info and people will start like having like more conviction about where it's going. So probably gonna change. But
Yeah,
here
I'm seeing
the
a
top
lot of
5.
volume here too. There's a lot
What?
more volume here.
Yeah. What's some good odds? Like for example, like the will someone else finish in top 5 at 1.5? Let me actually
Mhm.
just put more money in there, because like it's it's the most it's the most probable one of all, I would say. Like if you look at the past, like I think at least 10 competition, uh someone else finish in the top 5. Like there is always someone that make a banger that finish in the top 5. I mean, always is a big word, but so like this is one of the bet that I would go first, like is like aiming for the someone else on the on those. And every time I see an odds like this, like it's 1.5 is like much higher than what it should be. Like probably the real odds is around like 1.3, 1.2, something like this. So definitely gonna pile up on this one.
On Greg.
On the someone else.
Oh, see, I went no on Greg because I seen Greg's odds at 2 point. I got after I put the 250 on. I put 250 invested.
But yeah, you see, like like if you do this on like a lot of heroes, for example, and you are more than 1.5, like that's mean that if you put like 100 each, you win like 50, and you just need to put enough for like to make sure that you win. So like even if Greg finished top 5, if you have like 10 other that like win at no and has like odds that's more than 1.5, then you will be in the win. So like there is a lot of different stuff, and I think that the yes, some guy like Pavel, for example, you can check his profile. He's already like heavy on on those
Yep,
strategies, like betting on the no, betting there, sniping the odds. I think it will be the type of guy that will be trading actively and trying to snipe all those stuff. On the DB market, for example, like last week, it was just like Willie tweet, and it was like a bit sad because he tweeted like in the first few hours of the tournament, so the market completely resolved right away. But some people wanted to exit before the resolution, so they start selling, so you could like buy back some odds of the yes and like just be patient. So there is a lot to win, I think, on this stuff, especially with the competition and the trading competition. I mean, there's like 20K that will be distributed at the end of the season, for whoever will be like most PNL, most volume, most return of investment overall. So definitely think that, especially Fantadio, because they have an edge, but even people like on Twitter, like actively online, chronically online, and it's just like free money in this bear market vibe. So yeah, pretty.
absolutely. And one thing we didn't mention is there's actually a prediction market trading competition as well. Correct?
Yes, exactly correct.
Do you want to touch a little on that real quick? And
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
you can go on the homepage on the leaderboard, like to show quickly maybe
Yep.
the like view leaderboard there. And so yeah, basically right now, like this leaderboard. So like I think if you click on the see more, there will be like a bit more details. I don't remember
Oh, there
everything.
we go.
Basically this is lasting for all the season 7. So we are like in week 2 of season 7, so it will be like 5 weeks in total. And whoever at the end of the season will have like the top 5 PNL will share basically 10K USD. The top 5 in volume also will share 5K, and the top 5 ROI will share 5K. So on this one is like really to allow the little guy and not the whale to win also, because it's not just a question of like, oh, I'm putting like 10K frag and I'm making on the 1.2 odds, for example, and I'm making a shit ton of volume and all. It's like if you manage to snipe those odds of like, oh, the Verlalune that goes crazy and finish top 1, and you finish with the crazy stuff, then you get a chance too. So this was in fun. Probably we'll add some rules about minimum volume to avoid like this to be a game, but you get the idea.
Yes, that is cool. And I like here too that it shows you can check it each week, right? And
Yeah,
it's the winner of the end at the end of
yeah.
the
And you can
tournament. So
even
you can
change
kind
like
of see where you're at.
the volume and the ROI to see like for this volume, like for the volume, if you rank by volume, for example, you can see like it will change there.
Oh,
If
yep.
you go yeah, here. So
Oh,
you
there
can
we go.
who's currently
Oh,
winning
I
those
like
stuff.
that.
Same for the ROI. So pretty clear, and hopefully it will drive a lot the competition there.
That is super cool. I did not know that. Yeah, because so like that was gonna be my question. But yeah, so if you go to P&L, it shows you, if the season ended today, who would win, and
Yes.
then same with volume. So I think Pavel is gonna be someone. We've got to dethrone him, and
Yeah. Yeah.
he's in two of them right there,
Definitely, he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go quite heavy on this one. But
and he's
yeah,
smart.
yeah, I mean, if we didn't hit those like crazy jackpots with with Pong also on Crazy Valalune, he would have won by a far
Oh,
margin. So do not let him take your fragments. It's way
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is. I'm already knowing. I need to make sure that like tomorrow during the deck building series that I have all my decks locked in during that show because the rest of the weekend is gonna
Yeah,
be like today and the rest of the weekend is I'm gonna just be piling frags into these prediction markets.
nice.
The bangers. So what do you think are right now? Where do you feel like um, people can find the best odds, kind of like within the number one hero, um, for those who will chase the odds currently?
Yeah,
Or
I'd say it's so yeah, couple like the best odd, like the most crazy on will be on the who will be first on the hero and also platinum. I think the platinum league you can get some crazy odds also right now on those one. So in the older markets where there is like multi outcome for the same question and like a lot of people are like the liquidity share basically. So those one definitely will give you like the most crazy stuff. But the
oh,
yeah.
this is good. I really like this one too because this is an odd because there's not a lot of it's not very often that one of your buddies you can bet on your buddy, you
Yeah,
know, in a prediction market, right? So it's really cool. And it makes me want to like really dive in, and maybe we'll do that. HK Crab and I will do that on the deck building series tomorrow. Is kind of dig in to see, you know, to me it's like auto at a 6.29 is pretty like good odds. But then again, like Trapper's been crushing it.
yeah, and Juni also like
Bonsai's always a sleeper.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's this one is a tough one because it's also like everyone is so close, and there's a lot of people like there is the top one is changing a lot compared to like Hero, where someone make a banger and he kind of stayed there for like a day or two. So this one is definitely fun to trade during the stuff. I saw that on Twitter that Juni actually bet on himself, so could be telling that maybe he really think that he's going to crush it with the card he has or something. So could be like some kind of trade. Otto, yeah, I mean Otto hasn't won like platinum much lately. He's like he's dominating the diamond, and it's actually why
Oh,
we didn't
Diamond.
put
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
yeah,
of.
it's actually why we didn't put like who's gonna win diamond because unfortunately that's that's just not funny enough. Like it's just like Otto like dominating the stuff. Like if you check like all the past like I mean I think 80% of the past the like diamond competition is what it was Otto. So we took platinum because there is a much diverse I would say pool of player that can actually win.
And thanks for the alpha on Junie, because
Yeah,
Junie betting on himself. I was like, yep, I'm gonna put 250 on Junie
yeah,
right
I
there
think
at
that, yeah,
3x odds. Easy.
mm,
And I feel like it's gonna really get I think it's gonna make this prediction market's gonna the platinum prediction market's gonna make these guys go even harder, right? They can bet on themselves, they can hedge. I mean, it's uh the game theory
yeah,
here is
definitely.
insane.
Yeah, that's the part where we loop and we create the full loop with the Fantardio. So yeah, quite funny to see. I saw some people actually like buying some card. Probably they're like edging with some bets on the other side. Yeah, it's fun. And we'll actually most trade like just as pre-market, everything will be transparent. Right now, like some like most of the trade are like hidden because we were like playing with some different liquidity model. But now that the odds are fixed, there is no shame at opening everything. So you will actually be able to see on the profile. You can actually click on those profile, but those bets are still like we're not showing everything, but we're planning on like opening those stuff so that you
Oh,
see even like who's betting on whom, and that will be fun.
that is cool. I did not know that. Here, I want to see someone that I know real quick. I want to look and see what I seen DJ and Ape uh had posted on that. I want to go back to where's platinum. Yeah, this is fun. So we're gonna go down here, or who was it? Oh, DJ and Ape. It wasn't DJ and Ape. I seen him up there. Let's see what Frog Leader. He bet on Trapper. It looks like.
And like right now it's like hidden a bit, but yeah, it's next week. Next week we're gonna make sure that everything is open. Probably also like show the top holders of like each market also. So
Oh
a
yeah.
lot more info I think that can be added, and so that people, if people think that someone has an edge, can be also followed and all that. So yeah.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, my I just keep thinking from a content standpoint, it opens so many floodgates
Yeah,
from a
definitely.
context standpoint.
Yeah, mostly agree. Yeah.
This is awesome. Okay, so I keep taking little notes here on which ones to make sure, and I'm gonna be clipping the heck out of this too. Oh, I like the DB. This mark, I just seen it.
Yeah,
The will DB post. We should. It'd be fun to have a prediction market is, which would be hard to resolve, right? Because but we always joke around on the deck building series. Is HK Crab and I are like, has DB sold his account, right? Like I don't know if he really has, but and it'd be really hard to prove. But so I love seeing a DB thing here because he did post. Was it
sure.
last week or the week before?
He did. Yeah, I think he posted twice like this week. So yeah, I don't know. Like he's been quite silent, definitely, most definitely, but not sure about
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
fun.
but
Something told me we'd see a DB one. Because I know there's some diehard DB holders, and it's I really like this feature here of seeing
the
the
outside.
chart, right?
We try to improve it a lot, and then, like I do see like some people were already saying that they would edge themselves during their bet, so putting DB in their deck and then taking the opposite on the market and trying to like win anyway on those. Yeah, exactly. Like
And
that's exactly what MCG is saying. Like it's actually more fun than the reverse one for this to edge.
yep, and I feel like so me, I was never a reverse player. I just the way my mind works, I just can't play it right because
Yeah,
I'm too bullish on things, right? And I'd rather use my cards towards like make betting on them doing well. And so this is literally like I feel like finally, yes, I have a way I can hedge my bets without like going against my own self
exactly.
interest of winning, right?
And the market about get each hero rank, I think is able to like behave the same because if you have like one hero that you hope will perform a lot, you can actually edge by taking the no and it will not perform and
Yep.
like edge on those ones. So like while the DB is maybe the most simple one that you can edge on, I think the guess each hero rank market will be the same.
Yep. And I'm getting a lot of uh this stream has opened up a lot of so the whole plan of the stream is like to like shed light on the prediction markets and show people that didn't quite know about it, but really it seems like I've learned the most from this one, like helping my games. So uh heroes rank. Oh, this one too.
Yeah, this one, exactly this one. Like, if you have one of those hero in your deck and you're like heavily betting on this one to succeed, you if you're not sure, you can edge and you can sell, or like if you see like if you feel bad like wrong about it, then you can just take the no and try to get those. So
I
and
like
this is
this
where
one.
also like if you have like info about any hero going saying like he will go in holidays or he will go hard or like some kind of news because like last week for example there was like the Coinbase stuff with Jesse, so it was an easy bet to think that he would perform well. I mean, I think this is where the this is the most like fantasy related bet that you can take because it's really about versus is like normal performance will he had perform or like underperform it this, and so could if we even made with like lower rank heroes. So yeah, definitely I think it's opened up a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. I really like how it's not like it's not straight. Like it's not like okay, so every hero is will it replace a top 10 or below top 10 or top 50 or whatever. It's based kind of on their ranks,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Which
basically
I really like.
we take the last five rank, we remove the one anomalies, and it's like the average of this. So it's really like based on his past like performance. So if you think that he will outperform his last five, then just like go eat and go hard on the yes. If you have an intuition he will not because holidays because whatever, then just go on the no.
Heck yes. And I just thought of something like so if I see this like if I see obese like these odds get to where like a bunch of people are betting on him being outside the top 32, I'll take a screenshot and then DM ICO and be like, bro, people are thinking you're gonna underperform. We've got to pick
Yeah.
it up. And then I'll bet the yes, right? Because ICO is super competitive. Yeah, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, for the competition, I hope that we'll see some. Like, did you see the hero battle the market also? It's like it should be a fun one to trigger the ego of some heroes. If you look back
Yes.
to the market, like, and they're like typically on I mean, there is many hero that like often in competition, and if we manage to market it well and they're like aware of this, seeing them like fight each other, it's like the hero battle.
Hero
Seeing
battle.
them
Yep, there
fight
we
each
go.
other like would be
Oh yeah.
was also there. Like the Jesse versus Mert is the perfect example of like
Yes.
Solana versus Base type of stuff. We could put like a Clemente versus Nick. I mean, definitely need to find some stuff that are like equal, but I do think that hero could like try to really beat and this specific stuff and get the hell out of it and be competitive basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I like these ones. Especially like the Mert versus Jesse. One, they kind of both have that like top 5 ability, but it's really
Yeah.
cool. Even makes it even better is like Solana versus
Yeah.
Base,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
And
that
we'll try like some stuff where maybe even we can put the Bodogos versus this type of NFT. I mean, there is a plenty of stuff that we can do. For now, we don't want to make it too complex, but yeah. And when the odd at Jesse is like quite high, so maybe it's worth taking. I don't know. Like since they've done the Coinbase stuff, I'm not sure it will be as active. So yeah, unsure about this one.
yeah, I had to take the no there because
Yeah.
it's taking the no there is betting on Jesse, to where taking the yes
Yes,
is betting
exactly.
on
Yeah,
Mert.
yes, exactly. Yeah, and I do think that Jesse has like, I mean, may the odds should be lower. Like that's typically the stuff where Jesse should be around like yeah, maybe 219 something, but
Yep,
not that high.
yep, and that's where like the edge, and even here where Ansem beat Dip Wheeler, like the yes is super way off. Like I feel like this should be more 50-50.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, like
Dip,
Anson has been like having a much like more of a hard time like lately versus Deep Wheeler that is just so fucking consistent on this. But definitely Ansem, if he's like in a good week, he has like potential to be top 3, top 1 easily. I mean, that's not an easy one. Oh, you're going heavy on those. I like it. Nice.
because yeah, I feel like it's gonna be easier to clip those going like 100 a shot, make some
Yeah.
clips on those, and hopefully like those heroes. Like, so another thing, like going back to the content thing, I'm gonna be trying to push out like multiple clips. So every time I'm doing prediction markets, and I think this would be fun for anyone else watching it. So if you're sitting there putting your bets in, just hit Windows key G, screen record yourself, and then just it's easy content, right? Tag fantasy, tag the heroes, and who knows, it might help, get the ego going of the heroes.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Yeah, good. Yeah, but creating some shorts of this like makes sense. Like clipping the stuff and just putting it
yeah,
out there makes make a lot of sense. Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yeah.
good.
So it's gonna be fun. But this one, yeah, there's some good combos here. Like Greg, like these odds, I feel like
Yeah,
are a little
this is tough.
more.
Yeah, yeah, this is
Yeah,
really tough. Yeah,
they're
exactly.
both crushing it. I mean, because like if this was 5 months ago, these odds would be like, for Greg to win would be like point
Oh,
seven, and
yeah.
yeah,
Even lower. Like Craig was in. Yeah, it's insane.
he was in his prime. But yeah, now it's just so much more competitive. I love it.
Mm.
Where the heroes are at, like right now, the hero pool. And I love the new heroes that have been added. I feel underexposed on Luke Cannon. Luke Cannon, I feel like has that banger potential, especially with the lower hero count.
Then take his bet on the first. Who's gonna be first? Huh?
Yes. Oh yeah. I don't think I have him in there yet. I need to do that right now.
Mm.
Where's Luke Cannon? Yes. Because yeah, that's where's Luke. There's
Here.
Jake
Yeah.
or
Just
Jack. Oh,
below.
there's Luke. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, 176. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth putting one like 1 or 10 frag and see. Like you never know, huh?
Yeah, we'll go 10. There we go. Oh yeah, because then holy cow, if he hits, that's
Yeah.
1,761 frags.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go.
possible.
You're gonna see this old
And
man
then you
trying
have
to do a
to DM him
backflip
and
if he
like
wins.
you have to prepare like a battle plan with him on how to create a banger for him next week.
Yo,
Like
I'm gonna
this
get
should
in his
be awesome.
DMs.
Yeah. Seeing the
Heck
community
yes.
like gather around like one special guy and like put everything so that he can like become the top one would be fun.
Oh yes.
I'm
Like
like,
I feel like this opens so many doors. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I see, man, Mert is way under right here. Because I already have like one betted on Mert. I put 2 at the odds of
yeah,
232.
yeah.
Or not Mert. Did I say enter Mert? I meant enter. But yeah, enter is
Mm.
those odds because he's still like kind of away. But Bread said something to me this morning. And this is a little bit of alpha too. So let's let me put this bet in first, real quick, and then I'll get the alpha, or I'll do it while I'm doing the alpha.
Brett said he would be there next week.
Yeah. So he said that the reason he was in gone, because I was watching the morning show, his morning show this morning, Modern Market, and they just launched a like Frontier on Meta or not Meta on Mega. So that's why he's kind of been away a little bit, right? And so now he's like got that launch. He said that he was like heads down building, and now he's gonna be
Nice.
more active. So I feel like
Then
I'm betting on him.
You should take the guess Ichiro rank. Like you should go on the other market and take the bet on him.
Oh yeah.
Because this gonna be more like on the top one is still hard because he will perform, but will he perform
Oh
like
yep.
the top one? But on the top right, guess
Oh, there it
Ichiro
is.
the rank. Like there is the bread,
bread.
and I think the rank are quite low because it's been like quite
Hasn't
bad.
been performing. Am I blind? Where's
Oh
bread?
no,
Bread.
it just disappeared on the stuff. So like I mean, 111 is like seems like, and I'll
Still
just
good.
show you right after. I'll let you take the first odds so I can buy it right after.
Here, I'll just go 100. I don't want to go too heavy and mess the odds up for you. But yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
Because see,
please
that's
don't.
easy money. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
easy money.
yeah.
Because 111, like that's what I like. And those are the things too, where like really you can take heavier bets on something that like is almost guaranteed that like something like that where we have some alpha to where he's been super underperforming and now we know why, right? Because he's been heads down building. Where even 1.1, anything above 1.01 is great odds on that because it's basically free frags. That's it's definitely gonna get me going HK style on all these heroes, just like really digging into their what are they doing? Did not notice the live PNL. That's awesome. Yeah, so see, this is what I love about the live stream is seeing people's reaction to like learning and seeing these different parts of the platform, right? Like Frog Leader says, I did not notice the live all caps, right? Live PNL. It's awesome. I really like that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so this is so fun.
And if you go like on your profile, you'll be also able to have like a quick view of like all the position and how it's performing. Like no, the profile on prediction market. Like if you go on the page there is like a button.
Like right here.
Even like this, actually, this work. And so it actually like, yeah, basically you see how much you have invested. We'll also like show you, we need to add that also like the live PNL of like the position, but has some odds will change. Some of your position will start to be in the green and you'll be able to see like this live PNL right away.
That is cool. I like that. I like being able that there's like a completely separate profile, right? So you have your like, I have my card profile and then I have my prediction market profile.
I mean, we really built this one to be like standalone and like on its own stuff versus like the fantasy rest of stuff. So we reuse the same UI, but it's really built so that we can also try to really quickly go on something else and like another website and reuse everything. So that's why it feels a bit separated. But depending on how it evolves, we'll see how we merge that.
Heck yes, this is awesome. Even what's crazy is even though I was like one of the ones who was lucky enough to be able to test like the whole time and everything, but even like now launch, like it is like it's still blowing my mind of like the different like the profile. I mean the live PNLs that like when we go back to like the actual page, seeing it, right? So if we go to where was it? Who will finish first? To where you can just scroll down and see, cash out, like where I can cash out at. I mean, and the color coding red, if it's like, and see here, we got this one in the green. It's just super, easy to see at a glance, if you're in the plus or the minus, whether you want to add. Because usually if I'm in the green and I still like the odds, I'll add a little bit more. And
doubling down on the winner, huh?
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Especially seeing it made me have so much FOMO last week seeing you guys hit on verse.
That was great. Even though it was like test frag, I still like react like it was jumped out of my chair. I was like, whoa, crazy. It was insane. Like the PNL at like 50K, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yes. And like I just can't even wait until like seeing the videos of and whether it's videos or posts, and it'll probably be both of people that hit right, hit on those crazy odds, and it'll be the timeline will be back and being like, oh look at this, I hit these, look at the frags, I bet this and bet that, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fun. It'd be leaderboard chasers, trying to knock Pavel off his throne.
Oh yeah.
It's
Very
gonna be
proud of
fun.
this.
I'm gonna try and get a an army of creators, just posting, trying to light a spark under some people with the daily streams. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. I've marked out. I was gonna get some stuff done today, but now I'm just gonna be doing this all day. I'm gonna be in the prediction, doing research and putting. You're gonna see my total when you go to my profile here. You're gonna see my total go from like I think it's at like 1K now to
Yeah.
a lot more. Oh man, we've seen these go in here. I
Yeah.
like seeing this is why I really like the activity. You can see what people are betting. Like
Yeah.
Bonsai, who I know is in there.
Yeah.
Like in the trenches, seeing him betting on people.
If you want to see the profile, it's like on the homepage of Prediction Markets. You have it at the top right also. On the my position.
Right there, my
the top
position.
right.
Sweet.
Maybe we should rename that actually, or even add your PFP so that it's more clear that it's you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the PFP would be huge.
The PFP would be a good idea. I think. Just thought about that. Gonna note that basically.
See, look, the Kipit and the team are always in build mode. Always. See, I'm lucky enough to be able to see that firsthand, as being a small part of the team. So it's awesome seeing that and and the community being able to see that live right now. That is, and looking here, it's nice too because I can come back in here and see instead of having to go through each market and look and be like, oh, where did I put my stuff? Where am I missing? But I can come back here and kind of look and say, okay, I have taken that Jesse bet, right? So I'm good on that. Now I can go, try to find a hedge and maybe bet on Mertz. Is he going to finish above or below this, right? Like his hero ranking. Try and hedge against that. But I'm definitely going for the ROI. That's the one I'm taking this season.
Yeah,
I want to take first place in ROI.
The big gamer, huh? Yeah.
Yes. It's gonna be fun. But if you pull a Versa again, I'm not gonna be able to take that.
That was crazy.
That was so good. Oh, and then running. Oh, I like this too because there's like the ones once running, you'll be able to see them running like when they're live. And then resolve. Now, will this resolve and stuff like once they resolve, will it always be there or will it be weekly?
What do you mean? Will it be weekly or?
So I say it's week 2, right? Will it just show the ones that fit the resolved ones for that week, or will it show every?
Show everything. Yeah, like show everything. Awesome. Yeah. You'll be able to go back to each and every one. So maybe once we have like too many markets, we'll find like a better UI. But for now, like it shouldn't be that hard.
Yes, that's gonna be. That's what I was hoping. It was gonna be all of them, so I could just sit there and do some screen records of me scrolling down and seeing the wins, and then like saying, "Look, a squirrel," and hiding the losses real quick. So, it's fun. I'm excited. I didn't realize like how many actual markets are out there because everyone you click, there's multiple markets.
Yeah. The Bengal one is gonna be fun also. Like following.
I looked at that.
Yeah. We put the same stuff like Kalshi and Polymarket. It's crazy like how they're making. They have like multiple tweets per week that eat between 3 to 10 million views. Like it's insane. So those ones are going to be tough. The Jesse one, like it's definitely doable. Football Fun as their like they just do their Legion ICO this week. So probably I'm actually surprised that the yes is so high. Like I mean. Like I don't know what they have planned and what's coming, but with the ICO, maybe like there will still be like a tweet or like an announcement that will go insane and all. And Nikita Bier also is a fun one. He's crazy. Every time he posts something about Twitter, he basically go like a couple of million of views. So it's mostly a question of will he be in holiday mode or not? Because if he's not in holiday mode, then pretty certain that he will hit this target.
Yes, and that's what I was ready to go like ham on all these and be like, okay, clearly he's going to be yes, like 0.1 1.63, but then you said holiday, and then now
Yeah,
it
yeah.
changed
I
a
think
little more.
like this odds like is a bit low to hammer the market of Nikita beer, but if you see like it getting closer to 2, probably worth to put like a couple of frags. Like I've
Yeah,
bet on Polymarket in Kelshi already because I mean my bet is that as like a company account, they will still hammer the tweets as like basically like a news outlet where they just repost some news and stuff, and they have a bunch of markets about Christmas and how
oh yeah,
many gifts and all of that. So I do think that they will keep posting during this week. So I've bet like heavily on the yes for both. Or actually, did I or is this just an ID or am I revealing a strategy too soon? Yeah, yeah, I did bet heavily on those. So we'll see, but pretty certain we'll eat. The one I'm less certain is like Jesse. Maybe I don't know what Coinbase
yes,
will be like. This seems to be closer to the type that oh we've done our big release. Now let's enjoy Christmas and let's not talk too much. So I don't know about those.
yes, and because that's where you can get into the really get into the weeds of it of you know Jesse's that's more of a personal account to where you then have the hedge right that you can go into Coinbase that's a public account which is also ran by Alex right and Alex is chronically online so
Yeah,
I feel like that one's more likely to hit to where I'd go yes on the Coinbase and then maybe no and I might do that actually right now yes then no and I like that you can do the bets together and then
yeah,
like say I do 10 it shows me here the total bet. So I'm going 10 on each of these. And I'll be getting if I bet right now and no more liquidity comes in, before I hit go, it'll be so basically two X odds on the yes, and then 1.97 on
yeah.
the yes here. So
Yeah.
I'm set.
I just bet on the. Oh, I think that's because of me. We have
Yeah, so
like
someone just went
because
in.
I've just bet on the Jesse on the no heavily. Could you like try to maybe reload because I think that we have
Yep.
like issue with the slippage. Basically, we protect you if the odds have changed a bit.
Oh, that's good. I'm
So
glad you
like
do
yeah,
that.
and I think that we've not updated. Like we
Yeah,
have
I've
an
changed.
issue on this. No, you were betting on the no, but yeah, I've increased the
Yes,
no
here.
heavily.
There we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, because that protects that went right, and that's exactly what it was. I like that you do that too, because say that like we both are betting at the same time. If we do that, it does actually change the odds. So it's better that it stops that from happening.
Yeah.
Um, and then you just reload, and it did. The
Yeah.
odds didn't even change that much, but it did. It was enough that could have caused issues,
Yeah,
right?
for now we're like not letting if it's more than 5% of difference between the odds that you were guaranteed and the odds that you could get, we just say failure. But we do have to make sure to update this more live because it should have like you shouldn't have to reload basically.
Okay. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yes, I'm excited. This is um and again like as a creator I just keep thinking of like the different like I think there's it's easy to see some like miniature HKs popping up just doing prediction type stuff for
Yeah,
fantasy right
indeed. Yeah,
like
yeah,
this is generally on a week with bullish sentiment Jesse posts hit between this and this range, or this hero posts between this and this many times, and this is why I'm betting this, which is it's going to be it's going to be cool, and I think we could see some accounts really grow from doing so. So if you're a newer account or someone who kind of just lurks on X but wants kind of looking for your niche, something to kind of like get behind and you like. You're a Fantardio, or even just someone who likes prediction markets this could be a niche for you to create on. So very new. The fantasy prediction markets are very new. So I think the ones who jump on that early are gonna be able to grow their accounts pretty
oh, yeah,
quick.
definitely. Yeah, mostly agree.
Heck yes. But yeah, let me sweep through the con. Yeah, everyone just keeps saying how much they love the UI. The UI is beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, and that's also great thanks to because with the 3 week of testing, we like all the user that was like power user like Pavel and all really gave us a lot of feedback. Really able to try a lot. So yeah, that's really thanks also to them. If the product is as polished and working now.
What's the perfect? Yeah, and so we've been on for about right at an hour. I feel like this has been a really good stream. I gotta definitely gonna be putting some more bets in. I have a feeling it's going to be closer to like 5K frags per week is what I'm gonna try and put in. Um,
Nice. Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I've never knew exactly. I mean, I have a bunch of frag that I've never been using that much, and I know it's gonna be all in like in this one. And so, and the part that I'm the most excited on is about the training part when it goes live, and I can try
Yes.
to snap those odds and like see and like anticipate a bit more, because right now it feels sometimes it's a bit hard to exactly know, but quickly I think that we'll have the pace of will they continue tweeting on this kind of stuff, and there should be some nice odds to take.
Yes, and I know I say that like the Monday through Friday streams for Predict Daily name pending is gonna be like 30 minutes, but I can already tell like it's some days are gonna end up being like closer to an hour because I'll sit there and there'll be people tweeting and odds will be like super juicy, so I'll be able to like grab them, and so it's gonna be a lot of fun
Yeah.
as well. But thank you so much for doing this. It's been a lot of fun. Want to respect your time because I know you're always building and head down working. So thank you so much for doing this, and again, kudos on this, man. It's
Yeah.
an amazing
Thank
amazing
you so much,
platform.
Kevin. Yeah, and I'm done to go on another stream, like maybe like next early January or some stuff.
Yeah.
Really like this is the type of nerdy stuff, and I would love to dig in more with you.
Yes, absolutely, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Huh? Really
Yep.
appreciate that, and see you soon.
Yep. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Ciao.